The front row is open. The front row is open. We won't bite.
We have reserved seating.
That's right. Reserved seating. So. Why don't we go ahead and get started, because it's not me. Barbara will come up later. So, my name is Bert Tanaka. I am the chair of the Staff Parish Relations Committee, and it gives me great honor to celebrate Barbara Hiura's retirement today after about 9 years of service. And so for those of you that don't know, the office manager is like the glue of how the church works, because it's somebody that not only takes care of the pastoral staff, the congregation, everybody around here, but also takes care of all of your tax records, inputs all of the donations, and so she has a lot of personal information actually as well. So there's a great deal of trust and integrity that is afforded that particular position. So it's really like family, and so it's why, and I think everybody really wants to come here and then join in the celebration. Many of you know that Barbara works 4 days a week, and so let me also congratulate the volunteers like Jody and Mona, and Mary helped as well, and Marilyn as well, those that volunteered on Thursday. So congratulate them on their retirement at the end of this month as well. And so finally, Barbara, if I could just ask you to come up here just to show our appreciation for your many years of service and dedication to our church. We have a small monetary gift, and you can have that. And let me give it's all in coins. That's pennies, no less. It's dimes, so you can use them as ball marks when you play golf. So, and here's a lei. And without further ado, Barbara Hiura, if you could say a few words.
I will say it. They gave me 5 minutes, but this is embarrassing, and I'm really overwhelmed because when you're in a church, it's not supposed to be about me or yourselves, and that's should have been prepared but was unprepared. So, I know you want to get going, and you want to escape to get some cake. So as it's been said, I've been the church's office manager for 9 years, but that's not really long in the scheme of life. I'm sure others with more time in have come up here at the end of their illustrious long career saying such things as how much their job has been a joy and a pleasure, especially in serving this church congregation. Well, I wholeheartedly agree. And they probably noted that working for this marvelous ministerial staff and support staff as well was the best ever. Indeed, I concur. Yeah, totally. And they probably also said how much they learned in the job and expanded their vision of what the church can be, to the point of saying it wasn't a job at all, but a life's work for God and His complement. And I'd say, yes, hear, hear. Every comment so true for me. I have to say, being your office manager was the most precious, spiritually fulfilling, and dear to my soul, uplifting work I've ever done. And I've been a teacher, and I've been a journalist, and I've been other things, but nothing compares to this job. You must know that I believe God opened the door, and I just walked in. From the time of just call me Doug Norris, whose sense of humor sparkled over me, his openness, his love, his patience, calm, and support grounded me in a job I knew nothing about. We virtually started at the same time. It was a dead heat. In the year and a half as he was our interim pastor, he allowed me to grow in this position, and we became fast friends. I did have a lot of help. I had a lot of help from Didi Azuma, who mentored me on every nut and bolt of the church facility. You want to know something about the facility? You ask Didi. And also Mona Otomori, because at that time she was your financial chair, offering insight and advice, talking history, and speaking about church life. Office managing was in for a wonderful upgrade when Reverend Keith arrived a year and a half later. He provided the vision of the church, sort of the larger picture of what the church and congregation can possibly be, how we can grow, how we can change, what kind of future lies ahead. Everything had that fullness of possibilities, and I was an integral part of this ministry. What a joy for me. I could go on, but time is short. Suffice it to say, I loved coming to work in this lively place of God business and working with Reverend Hajime, Reverend David, John, Vicki, Kenton, all of them so young and each bursting with energy and wanting to share their gifts and talents for church growth and outreach. It's infectious, and for me, such a privilege to be working in the midst of their passion and energy. I imagine if you were working in the office, you wouldn't want to leave. But I have reached retirement age. I'm old. Relatively speaking. You have to know God has a plan, and change is good for the church to continue to grow and fulfill its mandate of being totally open and inclusive, spreading God's love everywhere. For my part, I just hope I served you, my church family, and the staff as God intended, because let's face it, I love you guys. Okay, let's not get too mushy. I do want to take a small moment to thank my support staff. Without them, I wouldn't have this job to say goodbye to. For the past 9 years, you had 3 church volunteers, as Bert was mentioning, who staffed the office every Thursday for about 5 hours, allowing me time to go out and play golf. It's true. They answered the phone, they printed the weekly bulletins and announcements, and fielded whatever came their way that day. And they know what being in the office, that could mean anything. And they hate to leave too, because they also love being in the office and working for our staff. So my heartfelt big time thank you to Jody Camacho. You guys need to come up. You can't be, it's about all of us. So Jody, Marilyn over here, Hasegawa, and Mona Otomori, because these are my Thursday girls. They're absolutely the best ever, and so very loyal because they were here all the time. I'm not quite this. I'm getting over my 5 minutes. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you. They're very humble, they're very shy. This is a difficult time for them to get up here. In about a week, you will be pleased to welcome our new office manager, Cheryl Noble, who really is a trained administrator. And I truly believe this is no coincidence, that she is God sent to this church and to this job. And all that she's accomplished thus far, just as a member of the church, her work in the tutoring program at Grant Elementary School, she's our COM secretary, she's participated in all kinds of things, Bible study, crafts workshops, she ushers too. But everything she's done so far has always been done with compassion, thoughtfulness, precision, something I don't have, and love. I know she has a passion and excitement for being our new office manager. Of that, I have no doubt. For me, when one door closes, another opens, and I know God will shine his light on new ways I can serve this church family. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be here on Sundays, looking pretty much the same over there. But I really do look forward to these opportunities and whatever opportunities I can serve. So thank you very much.